You see, I do see. What I was saying was, here, let me sing it. Don't tell me your troubles, I've got troubles of my own. Leave me alone and go home. Tell to your friends. You see, you got troubles of your own. Which is why I've stopped going to friends. Cease and desist action. With my troubles. Well, I'm sure you heard of this man. Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche. Born 1844 and died 1900. A good man. A kind man. But he has said some outrageous things. Eye-popping. Which is why he's sort of a folk hero to many of us. Come now, Freddie. Modesty don't sit well with you. Say it. I am no man. I am dynamite. TNT, I'm dynamite. He's sort of like that. I say he's kind because there's many stories about him. He has made great contributions to humanity. He has shared his findings. If someone were to ask him, why are you doing this, Nietzsche? He would say, well, it is a book for one, as in, it's a book for none. It is for everybody and for nobody. Once, quite late in his life, walking home at dusk, I believe it was in Turin, Italy. Nietzsche always carried his reference material, his books. So he would have had 2 bags, quite heavy. I think it was drizzling, sort of a mild rain. He sees a coachman flogging his horse. So you can imagine the scene. Dusk, mild rain. The flickering lights from paraffin lanterns all over the place. Nietzsche sees the coachman whipping his horse. Feels a huge burden, a weight in his heart. What Nietzsche sees is one of those strands of the whip hitting the eyelid of the animal. With the mild rain and everything, it must have seemed like the horse was crying. Nietzsche, consumed with sadness, he drops his bags, runs and throws his arms around the neck of the animal and begs the coachman to please stop. This was a turning point, a pivotal moment. All the critics, the haters, they said, look, Nietzsche has gone crazy, and here is proof. I think back in the day, if you were one of those nonconformists, it would only take a small group of people, family, friends, neighborhood voices, to label, to point to you and say, look, Kundastru's gone crazy. And that would be enough to get the authorities to come and nab you, find an agreeable quack doctor. Next thing you know, you're in the mental institution. They're giving you occasional shock treatments. And after a series of these treatments, you would positively have crossed over into madness. You'd be out of your mind, or they would get the mind out of you. This is not what happened to Nietzsche, but I've heard some stories from my mother. People in the village, they didn't like women who asserted themselves, their subjectivity. But anyway. What I was going to say was Nietzsche, Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche. He wrote this book in his 20s, titled it, The Birth of Tragedy Out of the Spirit of Music. Later he changed the title to The Birth of Tragedy or Hellenism and Pessimism. It's kind of a dense piece of literature, quite a bit packed into it, which is why the scholars have gone crazy with interpretations. There is so much content on YouTube about this book. And I, after reading the book and some of these interpretations, find that it is time to maybe attempt an interpretation of my own. To begin with, to find an entry into the subject matter, I want to play a scene from my favorite film, The Matrix. It's an us and them story, man versus the machines. It is set way into the future. The machines have taken over. The machines are winning. The threat to the human species is existential. We could be wiped out. Yes, there's somewhat of a resistance from the humans. There's a guy called Morpheus. Him and his team are kind of leading the charge to fight against the machines. The way I think about it is that the machines, their infrastructure is these huge data centers, fields and fields of data centers. Obviously, they're all connected to each other and they link up to one mainframe, the singularity. Present day, this is the way things are in the film. The machines have found a way to zap the whole human race, collapse our reality as we know it, burn it down, and from this inferno, they have created a simulated world called the Matrix. It's a computer-generated simulation program. So in real time, all the humans that live inside the Matrix are dormant. They are fixed into or wired to a computer program which projects life as normal, but within this computer program. It's like we're all asleep and dreaming, and the dream is the reality now. Yes, of course, call it illusory if you want. Now, a few of the humans who had suspected what was going on before this transition took place, they escaped. They found a way to get out of the Matrix so they can fight the machines. And typically, the way they would do it is find from within the Matrix a human with the talent, with the skill, with the ability, the hacking ability to get into a computer program. And the idea is this human who they recruit would be able to hack into the mainframe and do some damage in order to save us. And so one of the things, apart from surviving the onslaught of these, security within the machine, within the system that is going after the viruses like Morpheus and his team, is to constantly be scanning the Matrix to look for recruits who might be able to help them. And Morpheus believes that he has found the one. And that one is a Thomas Anderson. And so we have these three agents. They look like they've been punched out of a die-cast machine from a production line that makes human beings. They've got Neo in their custody. They put him in a sort of interrogation room and they sit him down. Neo has no idea that he is also inside a computer program, and they can play with his mind, make him see, feel things that are not real, these mind-bending tricks.
As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Anderson. It seems that you've been living two lives. In one life, you're Thomas A. Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number, you pay your taxes, and you help your landlady carry out her garbage. The other life is lived in computers, where you go by the hacker alias Neo and are guilty of virtually every computer crime we have a law for. One of these lives has a future, and one of them does not. I'm going to be as forthcoming as I can be, Mr. Anderson. You're here because we need your help. We know that you've been contacted by a certain individual, a man who calls himself Morpheus. And whatever you think you know about this man is irrelevant. He is considered by many authorities to be the most dangerous man alive. My colleagues believe that I'm wasting my time with you, but I believe you wish to do the right thing. We're willing to wipe the slate clean, give you a fresh start. All that we're asking in return is your cooperation in bringing a known terrorist to justice. Yeah. Wow, that sounds like a really good deal. But I think I got a better one. How about I give you the figure, and you give me my phone call? Oh, Mr. Anderson. You disappoint me. You can't scare me with this Gestapo crap. I know my rights. I want my phone call. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what good is a phone call if you're unable to speak?